Another pointless lull from molded minds. You guys got to stick around for this one. It is not what it looks like or what it sounds like in the beginning. This is funny stuff. Let's begin. In a small town called Maplewood, there lived a homeless man named Spottyloc. He was an intimidating grizzly of a man, always filled with rage and anger towards the world. His unkempt appearance, dirty clothes, and a wild beard made him stand out in the otherwise peaceful town. One day, Spottyloc found himself in an altercation with his nemesis, Harrison, at the ATM vestibule. They both ended up in jail, and despite their efforts to avoid each other, they were released on the same day. But Spottyloc wasn't worried about running into Harrison again. He just wanted to go back to his usual routine of wandering the streets, playing his harmonica for spare change. As he sat on the sidewalk, he laid his hat down next to him and pulled out his harmonica. He started playing a funky tune. "Play that funky music, white boy." When suddenly, a woman walked by and dropped a $20 bill in his hat. Without missing a beat, Spottyloc looked up at her and said, "Thanks, bitch. How'd you get that? Show a little leg? Whip out a nipple? Where's the other 180? The woman gave him a disgusted look and hurried away. Spottyloc, feeling pleased with himself, strutted over to the local pub, the Drinky Crow. As soon as he walked in, he noticed a couple sitting down at the table. The woman got up to use the bathroom, and Spottyloc saw an opportunity. He quickly secured a chair and sat down, much to the dismay of the man. "What the hell, man? That's my wife's chair," the man bellowed at him. Spottyloc just glared at him and said, "Don't worry about it. A few bats of the eye and a little skirt tilt, and I'm sure the guy on the other side won't mind moving." The man's face turned red with anger, and he gritted his teeth, but before he could say anything else, Spottyloc ordered a whiskey twister and started drinking until the ceiling began to spin. Soon, the topic of conversation at the bar turned into a homeless man named Harrison, causing trouble at the ATM vestibule. Spottyloc's ears perked up at the mention of his enemy's name. Filled with rage, he jumped up from his seat and threw a bottle at the liquor shelf, shattering it into pieces. "Damn you, Harrison! That's my vestibule," he yelled. Storming out of the pub and into the street, as he walked, he screamed at a passerby, "Those are my cats to kick. Those are my squirrels to throw around. I'm coming for what's mine, Harrison, you skull-chewing son of a bitch." And so Spottyloc continued his rage-filled journey through the streets of Maplewood, always ready to defend what he believed was rightfully his. As for Harrison, he could only hope to avoid running into Spottyloc again, for he knew he was no match for the raging grizzly of a homeless man. To be continued in the next installment. If you like this story, please like, share, copy, repost, link this boy. Help us out over here. Thank you as always for watching, and, without you guys, we wouldn't even have a reason to do this, so nothing but love, y'all.